Q calculation practice problem 2. So first, read the word problem and figure out what type of information you are given. So our word problem reads, how much energy is required to vaporize 12.55 grams of water at 0 degrees Celsius? The first thing I notice is a value of 12.55 tagged with a unit of G, so I recognize it as a mass value. Secondly, I notice a value tagged with degrees Celsius, so it represents some sort of temperature. Next thing, I want to identify, since there's no more given values, what am I supposed to achieve in this calculation? So I see the words how much, and I realize, okay, I'm looking at what I'm supposed to calculate, and it is ended with the term energy. And energy means I need to calculate Q. So in order to pick out which Q calculation equation I should use, Q equals mc delta T or Q equals m of h, I should really focus on the temperature information provided, so I choose the correct Q relationship. So first I ask myself, the temperature, is it a temperature change? No, not based on the wording. Does it represent an initial temperature? No. Does it represent a final temperature? No. Could it possibly mean that the temperature is constant? It says that the process is happening at a particular temperature. So the temperature is constant, which is a clue to which Q relationship. So when there's no delta T involved, that means Q equals m times h. The next big idea is I need to look for clues. What type of h value should I use? And when I look back at the word problem, I notice the word vaporize. And vaporize tells me which h value to use, the heat of vaporization. Now I need to know what is the sample I'm vaporizing, and once again, looking at the word problem, I notice that my sample is water, and so for water, I can get the heat of vaporization value from table B. So now I know what equation I'm using and where to get all of the information. So I simply plug in Q equals, for M, I put in 12.55 grams, and for H, the heat of phase change, I am putting in from table B 2,260 joules per gram. Now when I plug this into my calculator, I end up with a value of 28,363 joules. That's a lot of digits. I can't keep them all. Since mass is the only measurement used in the calculation, 4 sig figs, I can only keep 4 sig figs from the calculator answer. So I keep the 2836, and then I place a 0 in to maintain value. So final answer of 28,360 joules.